Hey YouTube, coming at you with a viewer submission from Nakash, who said he went from 2900 to 3200 and onto the leaderboard with this team, a Pidgeot double counter user, right? So Pidgeot, Annihilate, Poliwrath. The good thing about this team is that I think both Annihilate and Poliwrath could realistically be used as safe swaps in this meta, right? Night Slash, Shadow Ball. The only thing that is gonna resist everything is something that you'll hit super effective with counter with, right? And then counter Icy Wind Scald is pretty good. There is stuff like Tentacruel and Jelson out there, so it's a little worse as a safe swap. So I think it could still theoretically be used as a safe swap, but maybe Annihilate is better, but we'll see how it is in action. We have a Gradient. So Mudshot resisted, Body Slam neutral. I just did a Pidgeot team yesterday afternoon, if you want to go check that out. And I always said basically what side is your feather dance on? Okay, your bird is on that side. Oh, I guess when you got a double fighter team, you got to kind of draw it out. Right, so two things with this team. If you're running double fighter, for sure you need to swap. So going Brave Bird there is something that I would probably do as well, as opposed to in my video, which I said I more focus on winning switch with Feather Dance and stuff, as opposed to this one, which you are Brave Birding and then going into a safe swap. Took switch there. I'm surprised that something that's double weak to ice did not shield. And then they come back in here, which is not a good matchup either. So they must be really weak to this in the back. No, they're not. Okay. They have an Ampharos. This will do good chip plus grab shield. And now lower the attack. Annihilate is kind of decently bulky in terms of a fighter. Annihilate, Poliwrath are definitely up there with the bulk fighters. This is looking just like an easy going to shield, just because you're gonna. I say run Night Slash as well, just quicker to the move. Just feels better when you're playing with it than Ice Punch. I know Ice Punch gives you coverage, but Night Slash is, I think, the better move. Counter down. Pretty easy win there. Poliwrath, so good lead here. And they are not getting out. Just going straight Brave Bird. Grabbing a shield or taking it out, and take it out indeed. Reset into Poliwrath, which again, against a dragon user, a flying dragon user that is resisting your counters, this is not something that you would just normally get out into, but when you Brave Bird, you have to get out because those Dragon Breaths are just going to just destroy you. Shielding up the first one to get that off. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense on there to take the move and shield before coming in here. You're going straight Icy Wind multiple times. Double weak to electric. Hey, you took my strategy. Yep. Is this the sort of team that I ran with too? No, I ran Pidgeot Golisopod. Same thing. Double weak to electric, and hello, your second electric on two teams here. It's just they're everywhere right now. So I also ran that. Also had weakness about it. Grab a shield. They are just going to try and CMP you, but you do have the move in. You did CMP, so worth shielding to get this off here. The thing is, I want to see if you get so this is, the battles are out of order. So this is a good lead. See, there's a couple interesting things I would like to see. One, what do you do here? I think you just build up to two Brave Birds and go one and then bail into your Poliwrath, which will have Icy Wind. But I want to see what happens when you get hit with a Charm user. Venusaur, yeah, Venusaur's okay, but you still get Icy Winds off, so it's bad matchup. But you get the Icy Wind, you wing attack down, you come out with energy. It's a fine overall. I want to see what happens when you get hit with the Charm user. I guess depending on the Charm user, I don't know a Charm. Well, not that Primarinas are anywhere, but Primarina is a Charm water user. So that would resist everything on the Poliwrath. But for the most part, you're probably still chunking with Icy Winds and Scalds. But it's not like Pidgeot's an answer to Fairies, right? It's still going to have to just take neutral. But I guess if you Icy Wind enough, and then you can just get in there and wipe it up. But we'll see. They immediately, interesting. They reset. You're down a shield. I guess they didn't have any play, and sort of the worst case scenario on there is just to like stay in and get farmed down so you come out with 100 energy. So I kind of like that aggressive swap. Letting their Giratina go. And hello, Cobalion against a Ghost. Not going to work out well. Fairy. There is one of the fairies, right? So still staying with the strategy, going straight Brave Bird. Now I'm wondering if you come Annihilate. No. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to come because you took it low enough and it's still throwing resisted water guns, right? So they have to eventually get to a Moonblast, and it takes a while to get there. Another one which takes an Icy Wind, double super effective move, which is fine. You can live one. Ugh, excuse me. Get to a second Icy Wind. So this will flip switch. So you seem to be flipping a lot of switch. They can just go water a Surf now, which I'm sure they will before you get to move. But the damage is done. Like, you can come in with whatever one you want. Maybe Pidgeot, because if they're stupid enough to not get out here. Okay, they're smart enough to get out there, but unfortunately for them, yeah, top left. Say if you're not stupid enough to not get out of there, you're going to have a tough time. So you're going straight Brave Bird every single time. This is one I've got to imagine that they're going to shield 100% of the time. Okay, what the hell do I know? Really? I would have sworn that a Shadow Charizard, that a Shadow Dragonite so glassy with that much energy would have shielded, but I guess that's why you go straight Brave Bird, because if you're going to reset anyways, go straight Brave Bird. This matchup, I never go Scald in the mirror match, and there's a Jellicent, right? So weird that they gave up Switch halfway through because your Switch clock is almost out, and now you can like just come in and punish this. So I don't like that switch out. But I mean, I guess they got to switch out now and try and sweep later. Like, I don't know. In the Poliwrath mirror match, the counter Icy Wind and Scald are both resisted. So I never throw Scald. I just throw the Icy Winds. And it's because I would rather take the guaranteed lower attack, because I know that all the damage is being done on the counters anyways, right? So I'd rather guarantee the lower attack, lower that counter damage. Icy Wind versus Scald probably isn't that substantial of a difference. They are gonna Icy Wind you here. I guess you're gonna save all the shields for Jellicent, and you can reset the Icy Wind lowering anyways in like a second here. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that could have been bad if they I think it's worth the shield. I mean, you don't have to shield. It's probably Surf. But I mean, it probably would be worth the shield just because you're already at like 2. So I think you could have outpaced here. Yeah, you're already at 2.5. So 3 Night Slash is going to take this out. So kind of a risky no shield when you're already at 3 Night Slashes and now you're potentially in like Hex range. But can't argue with the results. Galarian Moltres. Fun. This thing is very attack heavy, but slow on the charge and pretty glassy. So we're going straight Brave Bird here. And now you got to now you got to shield because your defense is so lowered, and Ancient Power, that would have really hurt. Get into the mirror match. Get Icy Wind, right? So you did that in this matchup. This is what I would do as well. Just go this Icy Wind just to lower their attack. The counter damage is what does it all. And the risk of throwing Scald is the additional damage you get on Scald, which is like very small, is not worth not getting, right? It's not worth not getting the lower the attack. I would just rather lower the attack. I know this is a 50% chance, and if you land Scald and get the lower attack, it's way better. But if you can't, just getting the lower attack, like your opponent just threw 2 Scalding at 0 lower attack, and you threw 1 Icy Wind and 1 Scalding at 2 lower attack, right? So it's just like, for me, I would rather just always take the lowered attack. if I only have one move to throw, I am probably throwing the Scald. Just because, Jesus Christ. Just because I hate this meta right now. If you watch my videos for the last like few weeks, you know I absolutely hate this meta right now. And that was a prime example of one of the reasons why I hate it. Just that Poliwrath, Scald, Icy Wind combo, lower tag 100% of the time, it seems. What was I saying? Yeah. Like if I'm in the mirror match, I'm not taking the chance. I'm not taking the chance that I'm not going to lower their counterattack. But they are now just in counter range. So I kept one of your things in here. Like again, you go from 2900 and this was a 5.0, and I think this 5.0 went to like 31 something. I think I saw when I edited this in 3160, right? So really nice run here. Again, these battles are not in order. Dragonite lead. Okay, again, I'm gonna see Brave Bird and Bale here because that has been the strategy. They throw ahead, and you are using shield, so this is interesting to me. You are using shield. I mean, they're more likely to let this go now because they've already got the shield, and now here comes a Skeledirge and here comes a Jellicent. So what is the play here? So you're gonna lose this matchup. They got shield advantage. Shadow Ball comes through. At best, I was about to say, at best you Icy Wind, lower their attack, hope the Shadow Ball doesn't take you out, get up to a Scald. I was about to say gonna throw it to a Scald. I was gonna say burn. I was gonna say hold on to that Scald for. You're just gonna let this go down. I was gonna try and say hold on to that Scald for Skeledirge. I guess you have Night Slashes and stuff over there. It just seems like they're going to go 2-shield Skeledirge. Oh, okay, maybe not. They're going to farm down, which is... And now they're going to immediately reset and call and force you to get out of here. This can only throw Disarming Voice, right? Because Shadow Ball's resisted. I mean, Disarming Voice would hurt, so 2 and then a throw. That's smart. If they let this go, it's going to be tough to get... I was about to say, it's been tough to win, but now it's looking a little easier. Shadow Ball, 2 times lowered, probably still does well over 50%. But now it's a race to the Shadow Ball. And your counting is way better than mine. That looks like someone who is counting properly, as opposed to me who does not. This thing is got some energy. So Surf enough to, not enough to take you out. Hex is enough though, and they probably had a second Surf. Surf is not enough to take you out though, and the Hexes aren't going to do anything. They're going to need a third Surf here. And they do have the third Surf, so nice energy management on their end. They were always over farming on that Jellicent to make sure they had enough energy. Okay. I think it was a Pidgeot. I think I edited that poorly. I think it was a Pidgeot into a Sand/Lead, instant swap into Poliwrath, and then got hit with a Giratina. So that is what happened. This is where we are. Going to commit the first shield. And I think this is smart because I think you're very, very screwed with Pidgeot on Sandslash. You have a huge answer in the back. You just lowered their attack times 2. So now these Dragon Claws really aren't going to do much. Having played this matchup before the other way, I know that lowering their attack times 3. Okay, they double shielded. Oh, they have Dragon Breath too, so that's going to do more fast move damage. And they catch on a Poliwrath, which is a choice. I guess they know they're going to get to the Icy Wind before you here. I guess not. And you just lowered their attack. You didn't go for the Brave Bird. I guess you don't want to get farmed. Holy smokes, that still does so much. Now you can farm down. And if they throw, you just get a head-on energy with your... That's fine. Let it go. Just You may even live. No, probably not. Oh yeah, you do live. So throw whatever at whatever. Going for the Brave Bird makes sense. Do all the damage. And then your Annihilate will easily wipe up here. I should build up an Annihilate for Ultra League. I mean, there's only one more day of Ultra League, and I'm definitely not playing this again. Just going straight Night Slash. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing this one again. Good catch on the move, although you probably live. I should build up an Annihilate for Ultra League next season. It seems like a very, very strong Pokemon to be able to use. They get to a move, although Annihilate's probably taking enough to live a drill run here. Yeah, and then just counter down. Okay, Mandibuzz. I assume you're going to do exactly what you've been doing. Take a move, Brave Bird, Poliwrath. This time you're Feather Dancing, which is interesting because there is absolutely zero chance that Mandibuzz shields anything here. Right? Unless you're going to try and like lower their attack enough that you can get to like almost 2 Brave Birds here. Gonna throw the 1 and then get into Poliwrath, I guess. So there's their Poliwrath. There is a Skeldurge, which is not the worst. Baiting the Scald. Risky, because they'll live. Okay, so they do shield. I was about to say, I think they live a Scald. Lowering their attack will make you easily live. Okay. Don't know why they didn't throw a super effective disarming voice, but now the Skull goes through. I assume a disarming voice is coming now when they realized, hey, super effective. Yep. And Icy Wind, yeah, because it's in Icy Wind range, so there's no reason to not just throw the quicker move. Annihilate. Gets to move. Do you let it go and just go your own Annihilate? Speaking about bait game, so Night Slash is neutral. Shadow Ball, very effective. Coming in Poliwrath, trying to either lower their attack or just force their energy. And now it's still a bait game and they still have 1 left over to try and catch if they need to. So now it's decision time. Calls the Shadow Ball correctly. Going for the bait. So now it's up to them whether they think it's... So if they call this bait, it's over. I think it's probably over because 1 Night Slash doesn't take out from this range. And then they'll get to a Shadow Ball to take you out before you get to a move. I don't think this takes out. Yeah, once they called that bait, it was over. Which is the problem, it's a bait game. Pidgeot into Giratina. So good lead, as long as it's not Dragon Breath, which it's not, so it's a Claw, so this is a good lead. They're not immediately getting out. I'm assuming you're going to do the exact same thing. Farm up a bit, Brave Bird, bail into Poliwrath. Not a ton of farm up, which I guess you don't want to take a second Dragon Claw if you don't have to. Most Giratinas will not shield. Again, ship. They clearly don't have an immediate answer. They're going to double claw you. They clearly don't have an immediate answer. Or they know that, like, Giratina's terrible in general against Pidgeot, so there's no reason for this to stay alive anyways, right? And there is a Charizard. Get to the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is such a bad move on Charizard. I don't even know if this will take out. No. It's such a bad move on Charizard that there's the only way I ever throw Dragon Claw is if it's super effective against other dragons. Otherwise, I'm throwing Blast Burns into everything. Even resisted into water, I'm throwing Blast Burns because it's way, way, way better. So Shield Up a Blast Burn, going Feather Dance here. They reset on a Swampert with a shield advantage. So going, you'll live, because this only does like 40%. Enough to lower their attack, and they're going to have to throw, because it's not like they're going to mud shot down a flyer, right? So they're going to have to throw again, or you're going to get to another move. So they threw right before you got to the move, so smart. But now their attack's still 2 times lower, so Annihilape should just be able to come in here. I would just save the shield, knowing that they are going to reset here. We know it's coming. Yeah, both of you know it was coming. Going straight for the counter down. Just a claw. Again, you are counting. I am not. Now you have, what, 2.5 Night Slashes already? Which should just be able to outpace because they just dropped a Hydro, right? So it's probably going to take a few more mud shots to get to the 2 Hydros that they need. And by that time, you will get to your 3rd Night Slash. So yeah, good team. It's interesting though. You got hit with you didn't get hit with a few of the tougher things, right? So yes, you're double weak to electric. They saw a couple electrics. You're double weak to fairy in the back. We didn't see one fairy. And you're double weak to flying in the back too. We saw a couple flyers, but they were like Glizzcores. And I guess with flyers, you still have Icy Wind for Poliwrath, which is why your safe swap. You could have been harder punished with the Poliwrath with like Jellicent. We saw one Jellicent matchup. You could have been harder with like Jellicents and Tentacruels, which we didn't see. So yeah, so I'm just prefacing that to say I think this is a good team, but if subscribers are watching this right now thinking they're going to run 2900, 3200, just be aware that it may not be as easy as you saw on the screen here. But thanks for the submission. And yeah, we are done this week. So top teams for whatever cup, I think it's a Evolution Cup. So top teams for that tomorrow. But that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.